This video is intended to show you two things, or a couple of things. One is how to create an assignment, and then how to turn it into a common assessment. And then for administrators, how I'll extend into how to create district distributions for those common assessments that make it easy to collect all the data for each course or grade or whatever all in one place. So let's say you signed into EdSite and you'll land on your homepage. You'll see in my other video about this craziness of these classes, but don't worry about that for now. We're going to click on assignments and create assignment. So to create an assignment I'm just going to make this assignment about dogs, and create a new assignment. I'm going to make something really simple, but if you are a math or a science person especially, there are a lot of really specific options that you can use to create tests. But I imagine some of those benchmarks have already been created. So let's say I just want to make a multiple choice question. So you actually get to pick question types. I'm going to go with multiple choice and create a question. The great thing about this setup is that you could put a stimulus text here. Let's say it was called Border Collies and their intelligence, and you copy and paste that text in here. You can compare that to intelligence, like another article, intelligence of German Shepherds. And that way the students will be able to toggle, and you can name these as well. Call that German Shepherds, German Shepherd dogs, and Border Collies. And then you'll have, those two assessments. This is great for English, because you can simulate the MCAS style questions. You can choose a lot of complicated things here. You can tag questions, you can tag standards, but for getting us going, I recommend keeping it simple. But you do whatever you need to do in your department, of course. So we have these two stories, and we'll pretend that they're full articles. So we're going to create a question, and we'll pretend in this Border Collies assignment that it talks about how many toys a Border Collie can name. So how many toys can Buddy name? 1, 20, 134. Oops, 134 and 15. So let's say the correct answer is 134. To select the right answer, you just click right there. This can get a little tricky here. Now you can add multiple question parts if you want to ask multiple questions about these two readings. This is the way the history department has done it. And we have about 4 or 5 parts to this one question, but you can obviously see the answers and the data for each part of that question. So I'm going to stop at one part of this question just for time's sake. And now I'm going to X that out. I'm going to go ahead and save. Actually, didn't name my assignment. Oh, actually, this question is question 1, let's say. So I'm going to click save. And I'm going to X out of here. Now, here there's a lot of options for me. When I'm ready to make the assignment live, I'm going to switch to active, but not yet. I'm going to go first to settings and open all settings. One of the things that you need to do if you're going to be giving a common assessment that's going to say go to all of the Biology 1 courses and all the EL Biology 1 courses and all the environmental science courses, like you're making 3 different assignments. for common assessments, you want to do this. You need to avoid completely having teachers assign these assignments individually, and that's why district distribution from the administrator is key. So even it doesn't matter who makes this assignment, any teacher can make this. Just make sure they click mark as common assessment. You can see there's a lot of other options. We don't have a secure browser right now, so we can't do that. You can play around with these. The ones that I select is hide answer details, so they don't get the actual answers. I do leave it so kids can see their score, like if they got 100 or 50 or 75 or what have you. Control retakes, you could select this if you'd like. That'll make it so that the student cannot go back in later on in the day and retake the assignment. So we might want to click that. Although this is tricky too, because you don't want to have the student start the test, lose internet, and then come back and try to retake it and it doesn't work. But that's up to you. There's some other options here, time limits, things like that, access time window. If you're very particular, you may want to make it so students can only access this benchmark during, school days or something, or during a certain time. And you can even control it even further to 1 day. But those are basically the only things I'd worry about is this mark as common assessment, hide answer details, and actually I'm not going to do disallow retakes because right now it's too difficult for that. I'm going to click save. It says, please note assignments marked as common assessments can be copied and used by teachers, but cannot be edited. You may run into that if teachers try to assign these common assessments individually. We really want to use the district distribution that I'm going to show you in a minute. The next thing I want to do with this assignment is I'm going to make it active. And I could look at the student view to see what it looks like if I wanted to. We're not going to assign it from here because this means I'd be assigning it personally as a teacher to I can only have the ability to assign it to my classes. So you don't want to click assign. If you're doing individual, you want to do your unit test in EdSite, go for it. You can click assign there. Now I want to go to save again, just to make sure, and go to my assignments. In my assignments, I need to put this assignment in a folder that is relevant to my department. So the history department, we have a US 1 and US 2 folder. So you can see all the other departments have folders, and they may have subfolders like math and social studies, and EL has different levels. I'm going to make this, let's say, for US 2. So I'm going to, I'm going to go back. I don't want to do that. Let's click my assignments again. I want to click the dogs one, and I'm going to move it to that folder. So I'm going to click to folder, and then I'm going to pick my folder I want it to go to. So let's say US 2 is going to take the dogs common assessment. All right, so now it'll be in the common assessment folder. This little lock here means that I've marked it as a common assessment. Okay, this is what teachers need to do in order for the administrator to create a district distribution. Now I'm going to stop and I'm going to do another video on how to take that dogs assignment and make it a common assessment to give to all of your bio teachers, all of your English 9 teachers, or what have you.